Hi YouTube, this is Rose with Rose Knows Money Making. So I was just sitting here going over things in my head today, and I was like, there's so many people out there having financial difficulties, but they really don't know how to go out and make a couple extra bucks. And sometimes that's all you need is a couple extra bucks to get you through to the end of the week until you get paid. And so my phone is tilted. For some reason my little tripod's acting up today. But I just wanted to go over some things that are really easy peasy. Of course, everybody's starting up with the Facebook Reels. Facebook pays. I do them. I do those Reels, I put them up, and yes, I'm getting paid. So I've been making about $120, $130 a month doing that, which is a nice little check. Comes once a month, goes right into my bank account. Love it. Absolutely love it. And of course, I do all the YouTube channels. But there's all different kinds of little ways. Sometimes you need money right away. You got to keep your eyes open. Keep those eyes peeled. You're always looking. You start paying attention to your surroundings. You'd be surprised what you could do. Hey, you might have noticed that guy down the road cut down a bunch of trees. He's clearing land, but he doesn't want to have to deal with doing lumber and all that and hiring somebody. He just wants it out of there. Maybe you and your spouse go out there and cut up that wood if you say, we'll remove it for you. Get it all cut down and put it up for sale in your front yard. Firewood for sale. What a great way to make a couple extra dollars, right? Free wood. There's a lot of things you can do. You might be scrolling Facebook Marketplace and see somebody has 10 boxes filled with mason jars for free. Go get them. Throw them in your dishwasher, clean them up, check the rims, make sure the rims of the mason jar don't have no cracks or chips in it, and then post it. Mason jars for crafters delights. Sell them, say $1 a piece, or make me an offer on 20 of them, or you'd be surprised. Crafters will be like, oh, mason jars, what can I do with mason jars? Or maybe somebody does canning and they need the jars and they don't want to pay the store prices. Yep, no cracks, no chips. Yep, they'll be over. If you have been selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace and things haven't sold, try reposting it or changing something in the description. Sometimes just adding a little extra might re-trigger that algorithm. So type a little extra in there, freshly cleaned, whatever, and see if it triggers the algorithm. Repost, repost, repost. If you're on several different social media sites, try to repost it to them if you can. Social media can be a great tool to earn money. You might be driving around and see somebody has a bunch of boards out in front of their house that has a free sign on it. Pick them up, take them home, throw them in your garage, and then put a post up. Reclaimed wood, $2 a board. These are things that you can do. I know people say, well, go pick up that couch and resell it. Sometimes reselling furniture is a hard thing to do if it's a larger item. I've sold stoves, I've sold fishing equipment, I've sold old TVs, all kinds of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. The right buyer will come and get it. It's a quick way to make that money. Start thinking about these things. And a lot of people are like, yeah, I tried that and it didn't really work. Think of something new to do. You really have to keep your eyes peeled though and look for the opportunities. So you find that old dresser. I don't have time to redo a dresser and all that. But you get looking at it. Oh, it's dovetailed. It might be pretty old. Put it up on Facebook, antique dresser, dovetailed. People see that dovetailed, they're like, oh, that's where they group the wood together, what a change. People might buy it then. You know, you have to really think about how you're listing things. And sometimes it's just an ad in the newspaper. You know, $2 a board for that wood that you picked up for free alongside somebody's house. You know, could have good money in it. You know, if it's enough wood and it's pretty straight boards, people are like, okay, you'd be surprised what I've done. And I know I've said this in videos on my other show. I used to pick up old wooden paint ladders. People throw them out all the time. I bring them home, I sand them down, and then I paint them really cool colors like hot pink, sunny yellow, or baby blue. I might put on there a pretty green, mint green color. I might paint it that. All outdoor paint. And then I'll take them around the consignment shops. They set them on their floor. They can use them to decorate or whatever, or to set things on. But people always buy them. I'd sell them for $40. These were ladders I got for free, and it was paint I already had stored in my house, taking up room. I used that paint, painted them up nice. I redid the chrome with some chrome pipe, paint on there. You'd be surprised. $40 for a ladder. Now somebody wants to decorate their house with it. Somebody wants to decorate their garden with it, These things will sell. And you got them for free. It comes up. You might have just a closet full of old jackets. You can donate them. Or you could sell them. You'd be surprised. People are like, oh, I've been looking for that. Or, you're not a reseller, but you're selling it for $10, $15 just to get a couple extra dollars. Some reseller might see it and say, hey, I know I could get a couple $100 that. They're going to come over and buy your jacket so they can resell it. You could do the reseller thing. You have to really look into it and put some time and effort into that if you want to do it. You can make really good money. Very good money doing that kind of stuff. I used to clean out basements and attics and garages. Give me a couple extra dollars. Plus all the stuff I cleaned out, I got to keep. I'd throw out, I'd take it to the incinerator, the stuff that I didn't want or was just plain old garbage, and the rest I got to keep. You can't believe how many cast iron pans I've gotten over the years from doing that. People always had cast iron pans. They no longer use them. A lot of them are old and rusty. I had to redo the whole things. Now they look brand new. I still have them. They're still out in the garage right now because I'm living in different states right now. But it's extra money. Comes up in a hurry. You gain that cash flow. Different things you can do. Hey, you're kind of decent at cutting hair. Offer it to your friends. Hey, I'll cut your hair $10. I need the extra cash, and you definitely need a haircut. You'd be surprised how many people take you up. You have an old car that sat in your garage for years. You've tried selling it and nobody bought it. Maybe take the hood off of it. Get a friend to come help you out. And paint some kind of exotic design on the hood and then clear coat it. Put it back on that car and repost that car. You'd be surprised how many people will buy that car because it has a really cool design on the hood. You'd be surprised how and where you can make your money. You can do all different kinds of things. I had a friend. She was really good with these lampshades. She'd buy up these old lampshades and she would glue, different things on the outside of them and lace, and she'd make them all pretty. And then she resold them. She made money selling lampshades. Things that she paid a quarter for at a thrift shop. She was now selling them $15, $20 a piece. People buy that stuff. You think, really? Yes, they do. Especially when it's handcrafted. You may want to rethink these things and be like, oh, I got a few things I can sell. That might help me out. I'll throw a few things on Facebook Marketplace. But don't forget about Craigslist and, all those other sites and, Pennsylvania Selling or something, look it up. Look up different groups that does that. Different Facebook groups, different auction groups. You'd be surprised. Things you can find and things you can sell and things that people buy. People are like, oh, yeah, that's a nifty little thing. Maybe you got a bunch of old metal sitting around. Go scrap it. Throw it in the back of your vehicle, take it down there and see how much you can get for it. It might not be much, but hey, it cleaned out that space in your garage where now you can put whatever, your toolbox there or something. A creative room, you got a couple extra dollars. It looks neater in there now. Frees up your life a little bit. Really. I mean, once you start doing these things, and if you practice doing these things, then you become easier at it. And then you start learning, oh, buy low, sell high. You may find something that you can get $2, $3 you paid for it. You can turn around and resell it for $50. That's a huge profit. Think about that. Things that you can do. I mean, there's so many different things that you could do. It's surprising. And there's so much free stuff people throw out, give away. Do something with it. Say, what can I do with that? Somebody just gave me 3 bags of material. I don't know how so. Maybe I can repurpose it, or maybe I can sell it. Maybe I can break it up into little lots and put it in bags and be like, $5 a bag. You'd be surprised. Okay, this is all blue material. This is all red material, People will buy it. And you keep trying until you figure it out. People back in the day, some states still allow you to do it as long as you don't sell more than 10 cars a year. If you sell more then you gotta get, your dealer's license or something. You might find a car for $200, still runs. Buy it, take it home, clean it up, put a couple spark plugs in there or a new battery or something, and sell for $500. You just made $300. You'd be surprised. That's buy low, sell high. You're not out to wheel and deal people where you're practically stealing from them. That's not fair, You want to keep your integrity intact. You really do. But these things really help. You'd be surprised what you can do. So your husband passed away 3 years ago, and those rims of his sat in that car or in that garage for years. Get them out, clean them up, put them up on some place to sell them. You'd be surprised how many people are like, I need those rims. I need that stuff. They will come by it. Old tools. People are throwing out old tools all the time. You're always finding boxes alongside the road. There's old tools. Pick them up. You'd be surprised how many people know how to rework that stuff. And even electrical tools. They know how to rewire them and stuff. Put them out there for sale. Doesn't work anymore. I hope somebody that knows how to rewire it can use it. You'd be surprised somebody will buy it. You can find that stuff all the time for free. Let me tell you, and it does sell. It does. You have a garden in your backyard. You get all these cucumbers. Now, you're not going to eat all those cucumbers. You know how cucumbers go bad. Put them out on a little, set yourself up a little work table out front and put a sign on it and some little bags of cucumbers. Put them up for sale, or peppers, or potatoes, whatever you're selling. People will stop and buy it. These are things you need to think about. And it's that quick dough. Okay, you earn yourself couple extra dollars. Now you're earning money from buying and selling, and from picking it up for free and redoing it and selling, or however you want to do it. Maybe you're just having a garage sale with all your stuff around the house, trying to clean up, make a couple extra dollars. Now you add that with doing Facebook Reels, you get a couple dollars from that and a couple dollars from this. You could start getting yourself monthly incomes. It might be sporadic and in different amounts, but now you can start paying down those bills. Now you have that couple extra dollars to put back towards your kids' education. You know, you're lining stuff up, and if you keep doing it, keep doing it, it will slowly grow. Then people will start calling, hey, I need something like this. If you come across it, will you call me and let me know? I'll buy it from you. There you go. Now you know what to keep your eyes open for. You see it, you can bring it home, clean up, call them up and say, hey, I found just what you were looking for. This is how much it is. Sell it to them. Sell it to them for a decent price because they're your friend. You don't want to rob them blind. That's not who we are. But these are things to think of. These are really things, maybe you had a teenager that had all those sneakers, those fancy sneakers he had to have, $300 pairs of sneakers, and he grew out of them. He no longer wants them, he can't wear them. You don't have nobody to pass them on to. Sell them. Make some of that money back. Definitely think about it. Sneakers sell. People want sneakers nowadays. Tennis shoes, whatever you want to call them. People want them. They will buy them. Things like this. Really think about it. And it could be anything. Old fence post. Whatever. Take them home, sand them down. Put a clear coat on, make them look pretty. Put them up for sale. You'd be surprised. People will buy them up. Old wooden fence posts. You'd be surprised. Somebody will be like, oh. And you give them little ideas in the description. Would look great around a garden. Will look great at the back of your property. You give them little ideas and then they start thinking, oh, no, wait a minute. That would look great at the back of my property. Oh, that wooden painted hot pink ladder would look awesome in my garden. You put that idea in your head. Would look great in your garden. You give them those ideas. You'd be surprised how fast things sell. Start thinking about it. Start researching this stuff. You'd be surprised what sells. Old mason jars, who would think? Crafters buy them up like that. People are always throwing that stuff out. They put free signs on those boxes. You go up and you look, and you'd be surprised what's in there. Children's toys sell. So you might find a couple this month and a couple that month, and they're not selling on Facebook Marketplace or wherever. Clean them up, put them back somewhere, and when you have your yard sale, pull them all out there. Children's toys sell. They will start, oh, that person has kids' toys. We need toys. We will pull over and check them out. Oh, my kid just had a daughter, or she has a 3-year-old and he doesn't have a whole lot. I'm going to stop and pick it up for him. It'll be something nice for him. Something nice that came from his grandma. They will buy it. Think these things through. I'm not keeping that long, but I wanted to give you some ideas. Find different ways to make yourself a couple extra dollars. There's thousands of things to do. This is the land of opportunity. We live here. Let's use it. Whatever's available to us, we can make that extra money. Start putting it in your bank accounts. Start paying down those bills. You will see light at the end of the tunnel. Instead of trying to scrap for money every week. Oh, my electric bill's due. I gotta count my pennies. Get over that frame set. Start making your money. And then you can pay your electric bill and your water bill and your trash bill and your gas bill. Start doing these things. It really does work. You got to put the effort into it. So you got 40 hours a week that you work. You got to come out and take care of the kids. And everybody says, well, I don't have time. But you have time to watch that TV show every night. You have time to spend an hour and a half, 2 hours on Facebook scrolling through. Got to look into everybody's business. Take some of that time. Put up a Facebook reel. Start earning a couple dollars. It might not be much. Or of course you might be one of those people making $700-800 a month. You never know. You may grow big really fast after you know how to work social media, which a lot of these young kids do. You can make good money. Do it, do it, do it. You will learn how to do it if you force yourself to do it, and then you keep yourself active doing it. And that's how you make money. Keep going strong. We love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I want to see us all be prosperous. Have a great day, guys.